Hi, I'm Teja Gerken with Peghead Nation, and I'm here with the new Martin DJR-10E guitar. The DJR-10E is part of Martin's Dreadnought Junior line of guitars, and it is named so because, as you can tell, it's got a Dreadnought shape body, but at a slightly smaller size than what a standard Dreadnought would be. Martin introduced these a couple of years ago, but this year they've been modified with a slightly shallower depth. These now have the depth of a triple O Martin body, and they've also been updated with some new electronics. The electronics are optional, but this particular guitar has the Fishman Sonitone electronics built in. You can also get them with a sunburst finish, as on this guitar, and there's also a version made with a natural finish. So several different options, and we're happy to have this DJR-10E to show you today. Now, the Dreadnought Junior concept makes for an interesting guitar because it sits kind of in between a really small travel guitar like the Mini Martin and a full-size guitar, even a full-size guitar that's not a Dreadnought. Because of its compact size, it's very comfortable to play. It would make an excellent guitar for a beginning or developing player. It's also a very attractive choice for someone who is just a smaller person, has small hands, or just struggles with a larger instrument. And the playability aspect of the guitar is enhanced not only by the small body, which is comfortable to hold, but also by the fact that it has a very short scale. It's a 24-inch scale, which is much shorter than the standard Dreadnought scale, which would be 25.4 inches, or even Martin's short scale, which is used on many small body guitars, which is 24.9 inches, is longer than this. So if you have been struggling with certain stretches on the guitar, this makes it much easier to play. It also results in slightly less string tension, so overall the guitar is easier to play, and even though it is larger than what would be considered a travel guitar, it's still fairly compact. So if you're looking for a guitar to take with you on trips where a full-size guitar might be inconvenient, but you want a fuller sound than what you can get with a travel guitar, this would also be a great consideration. The DJR-10E has a Sitka spruce top. It has sapele wood back and sides. The guitar's fingerboard and bridge are made from a material called Richlite, and the overall construction kind of follows the general Martin template. It has an X bracing inside the top. The neck shape is similar to other contemporary Martins, and the nut width and the general string spacing is basically the same as it is on full-size Martins. It's got a 1 3/4 inch nut width here, and the string spacing at the saddle also feels very similar to a full-size guitar. So rather than shrinking down all the dimensions, Martin chose to keep the dimension that would affect the overall feel of the guitar basically the same as on its full-size instruments, and that makes it very easy to switch back and forth. And also, if you're going to switch from this to a full-size guitar again, even though it has the great playability of the shorter scale and the smaller body, it won't be a big change to switch from this to another Martin guitar. The guitar has relatively simple appointments. It's got dots in the fingerboard for position markers. There are also dots on the side of the fingerboard, so you can orient yourself. The guitar has binding on the top with simple white purfling between the binding at the top of the guitar. There's no binding on the back, between the back and the sides. It comes pre-installed with a strap button, which is very nice, so you don't have to tie a strap to the peg head or get a strap button installed. It has enclosed chrome tuning machines on the peg head. And as I mentioned, this particular one includes the Fishman Sonitone electronics. Now the electronics, the pickup itself is installed under the saddle of the guitar, and inside the sound hole there are controls for volume and tone. The system's output jack and battery compartment are in the lower bout of the guitar, so you have access to the 9-volt battery and a standard 1/4 inch jack placed right there. Let's take a listen to what the system sounds like. Okay, so I'm now plugged into a Fishman Loudbox mini amplifier. I'm going directly in, and I'll show you what the guitar sounds like in a plugged-in setting. So you can tell it's a very full, rich sound. If you played this amplified and people didn't see you playing, they would never guess you're playing such a small guitar, because that's one of the beauties of amplifying a small instrument, is that you can really make it sound huge. So whether you'd like to have the pickup for playing at home or with a band, or if you're starting to play open mics or any kind of performing situation, having the onboard electronics is really a great feature to have, and it's an option that I would recommend getting with the DJR-10E. So that's the Martin Dreadnought Junior DJR-10E. It's a very cool guitar, and I can see a lot of applications for this. Whether you're a beginning player looking for an easy-to-play guitar, definitely an excellent choice. But you might want to have a slightly smaller guitar that's not quite a travel guitar. If you're already an experienced player, I could see using this in different tunings, and just as a fun guitar to have around. It's a great couch guitar, and I would definitely recommend you checking them out. They're available in several different versions. I mentioned you can get them in the natural finish or the sunburst finish, or whether you want the pickup or not. So check them out at your Martin dealer, and please come back here to Peghead Nation for more Rogue Gear demos. My name is Teja Gerken.